What if I told you someone was going to deposit $86,400 into your bank account every single morning? The only catch is you have to spend it all by midnight. Whatever you don't use is gone forever. You'd make sure to spend every last cent, right? Well, every day, you're given 86,400 seconds. And just like that money, when they're gone for good. So why are we so careless with our time when we'd be so obsessed with that money? Today, we're tackling a huge question. What matters more, time or money? For most of our lives, we're taught that having more money is the goal. But what if the most valuable currency isn't the dollar, but the second? We're going to look at what science from places like Harvard and the University of British Columbia says about how these two resources shape your happiness. And some of the answers will probably make you rethink the choices you make every single day. By the end of this, you might not look at your watch the same way ever again. The fundamental flaw in our thinking. The first mistake we make is treating time and money like they're the same. They're not. Money is renewable. You can lose it, earn it back, and grow it. Time plays by a totally different set of rules. It is the ultimate non-renewable resource. Every second that ticks by is gone forever. You can't earn more of it. This simple, brutal fact is what makes time so much more powerful than money. Research shows that whether you tend to prioritize time or money is a huge predictor of your future happiness. As we're about to see, a lot of us are getting the answer wrong. 2. The wealth paradox. Why more money can mean less time. Here's where it gets strange. We chase money for freedom, which we usually picture as free time, but research shows the opposite is often true. Getting wealthier can actually make you feel like you have less time, a feeling often called the time famine. How? As you earn more, your time becomes more valuable in financial terms. If you make $100 an hour, relaxing for an hour costs you $100. The richer you get, the more pressure you feel not to waste a moment. Surprisingly, even wealthy people often don't use their money to buy back time. In a survey of 850 millionaires, almost half said they spent no money on outsourcing tasks they disliked. 3. The happiness gap. What we say versus what we do. This brings us to a huge gap between what we know makes us happy and what we actually do. In one study, people were asked how they'd spend a spare $40 to be happier. The vast majority said they'd buy something. Only 2% said they'd spend it to save time. But when researchers then gave people $40 to spend on either a material good or a time-saving purchase, the results were clear. The group that used money to buy time by ordering takeout or paying for a cleaning service reported being far happier and less stressed than the group that bought an item. We have a blind spot, consistently forgetting to use our money to solve the problem of being rushed. 4. The Great Divide. Are you a Tina or a Maggie? Researchers gave thousands of adults a choice between two imaginary people, Tina, who values her time more than money, and Maggie, who values money more. When asked who they were more like, the results were fascinating. Those who saw themselves as a Tina were consistently happier and had better social lives. This was true even after accounting for their income. Just the mindset of putting time first was the secret ingredient. This preference also shifts with age. Younger people often prefer more money, while older people increasingly want more time. The real question is, why wait to learn that lesson? 5. The ultimate life hack. The science of buying time. So if valuing time is the key, how do we do it? The research points to one powerful life hack, using your money to buy back your time. Multiple large-scale studies have now proven it. One survey of over 6,000 people across the US, Canada, Denmark, and the Netherlands confirmed that people who regularly paid for time-saving services reported greater life satisfaction. Crucially, this strategy works like a buffer against stress. For people who didn't buy back time, feeling rushed had a big negative impact on their well-being. But for those who did, the negative effects of time pressure almost vanished. By trading money for free time, you're buying yourself out of anxiety. 6. Time affluence, the new definition of wealth. This brings us to a better way of thinking about wealth: time affluence. Time affluence isn't an empty calendar, it's the freedom to choose how you spend your days. It is the opposite of time poverty, where your life feels like an endless list of obligations. Research shows that time affluence is one of the best predictors of well-being, linked to more happiness, stronger relationships, and better health. Time poverty, on the other hand, is tied to anxiety and poor health. Getting to time affluence means creating free time, often by paying to get rid of chores, and then using that time on things that are actually meaningful to you. 7. What this means for you. So how can you apply this? For entrepreneurs, your time is your most precious asset. Chasing every dollar often leads to burnout, with some studies showing that a high percentage of entrepreneurs report burnout symptoms. You have to be ruthless about protecting your time. Delegate tasks that aren't your strong suit. Your ability to grow depends on how you manage your 24 hours. For families, the pressure is always on. But that's exactly why spending a little on time-saving services can be a game changer. The happiness boost from buying time is strong, even for those with less disposable income. Could you order groceries online to save 2 hours? These small investments can pay huge dividends in household sanity. For every individual, the single biggest thing you can do is shift your mindset. Stop seeing the goal as piling up more money. Start seeing it as protecting and investing your time. People who consistently prioritize time by choosing a job with a shorter commute or picking flexibility over a pay bump report being more satisfied with their lives. The fight between time and money was never a fair one. Money is just a tool, a renewable resource, but time is the container for our entire lives, and you can never get it back. The research is clear. People who understand this are happier and more connected. You don't need to be a millionaire to start. You can start today with your next $40. You can buy an object that will fade, or you can buy back a piece of your life. The great irony is that using your money to buy more time might be the smartest way to turn wealth into well-being. The choice is yours. Make it count. What's one annoying task this week that you could pay someone else to do? If you're ready to live more intentionally, subscribe and turn on notifications. We talk about ideas like this every week, and you won't want to miss what's coming.